Hello, gorgeous beings of earth, and welcome to today's reading. Today we are going to be visiting the spiritual pharmacy and receiving what medicine your soul needs right now. The message itself could be the medicine that you need, and there might be a message that is presented within your message that can encourage you to seek out whatever medicine it is. I would like to put out a disclaimer that this reading is not replacing any medical advice that has already been given to you. We're not talking about physical medicine here, we're talking about spiritual medicine, so we're finding out how to connect and how to heal our relationship with our souls. So if you're interested, stick around. I'm going to get into picking the piles for today's reading. And also, before I start, I'd like to make the disclaimer that tarot and oracle do not deem you to any realities that you do not resonate with. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And in the meantime, let's see what type of medicine our souls need right now. Thank you. Okay, dokie. We've got 3 piles now. We have water spirit with manifesting dreams. We have mystic meadow with sanctuary. And we have pure spirit with purification. Okay, so I will leave you here with the piles at the moment. Let me add some crystals in case you guys like to pick with crystals. So we have snowflake obsidian with water spirit, number 46. We have labrodorite with a cool little flash. I don't know if you guys can see it. With mystic meadow sanctuary in number 26. And then I believe this is carnelian. Yeah. We have carnelian with pure spirit purification and number 30. So I will leave you here with the piles. Make sure you call on your energy to sink into the collective energy. Be open-minded. Be open to receiving a message. Call on your guides to lead you to the pile that contains the message for you. If you're drawn to multiple, you can, of course, listen to multiple messages. And I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose water spirit with manifesting dreams, number 46, with the snowflake obsidian. I'm going to read this first card out of the book before we get into your oracle and tarot cards. But let's see, 46. And again, we're here to find the medicine that your soul needs or wants at this moment. So the message in the book said, your dreams can come true, truly. However, there are a few steps necessary for this to occur. First, believe that you deserve it. Know that you are worthy. You are. Act as if your dreams had already come true. Move your body like someone whose desires have manifested. Most important, you must also take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to sit around and passively wait for things to turn out. Give deeply and fully of who you are, for the more that you give, the more that you will receive. Allow your emotions and feelings to flow. Don't repress or suppress the truth of your soul. As you focus on gratitude for what you already have, more joy and abundance will grow in your life. Okay, so very exciting. Right off the bat, while we're here in the spiritual pharmacy, your soul is calling on manifesting your dreams with water spirit, having the ability to flow, allowing yourself to feel emotions and hear and liberate your desires, even your dreams. It's kind of like liberating your mind so that you can get closer to what it is your soul is trying to communicate with you. Your soul communicates in a lot of different ways, and being open to receiving those messages is what could help those messages come through more clearly and help you support those messages and those dreams. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards for you guys now. Let's see, what medicine does pile number 1 need? Thank you. Okay, and then I'm just going to shuffle the tarot deck for you guys. Okay, Ten of Pentacles wants to be on the board. Okay, so first I'm going to go through your oracle cards. We have your light. Okay, respecting your light, right? Giving yourself the space and mental and physical environment to respect your light and follow your intuition, follow your desires, follow your inspiration when it does come. You have divine flow. Wow, guys. It says, eventually one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. So it seems like you're getting a lot of clarification on what it is you truly desire in this life, and what you really truly desire to do with your time. Manifesting your dreams, not only is your dreams coming true, but is you getting clear on how those dreams look and feel when they do come true, what your life feels like when those things are manifested for you. We also have detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Yes, ironically so. It's great that this comes up because it seems like possibly you have a lot of dreams already, you have a lot of ideas already, but you are attached to those dreams and those ideas being presented or being fulfilled in one specific way. So it always feels like you might be missing out on some key factor, when really you're kind of inventing this key factor and almost providing yourself just enough reason to not be fully satisfied, when in fact you are fully satisfied with detachment, with divine flow, with the amount of light and spirit that is currently in your life. The Ten of Pentacles came out for a reason. You are already fulfilled. Your dreams are already fulfilled. And it's like creating this relationship with your future self, that because something is in your future, it is also true for you right now. So living a lifestyle that represents exactly who it is that you're trying to become by recognizing you're already that person. I hope I'm not talking in circles, but it's like you have this full circle moment of everything is already true for me. I can just flow. I don't have to do anything like in a rigorous manner. Schedules kind of don't really hold as much weight in your life anymore, possibly because you are able to flow where your light shines. You're able to flow where it is you need to flow on any given day, rather than trying to manipulate your own flow for the sake of hustle culture, or for the sake of presenting something that you don't really resonate with in the first place. We have Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a few more cards for you. Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Oppression, and the Nine of Wands. I think I'm going to pull one more too. The Six of Wands. Okay. So, interestingly enough, your soul is highlighting the power that you do have. Again, the abundance that is currently present in your life. From here to here, we have three pentacle cards. We have 10, 6, and 3. And we have sort of this highlight on how much you have, how abundant you currently are. Abundance does not only come in the dollar. It doesn't only come in monetary value. It comes in so many different ways. It seems like greenery, okay? You might have a lot of plants. You might have a lot of greenery around your house. You have relationships, you have ideas, you have community connections that you could be finding abundance in. You have the ability to travel, or the ability to find adventure in your nearby area. Again, all of these things could feel like you need a lot of money to attain them, but at the same time, what within your environment could serve as abundance that doesn't necessarily need monetary abundance, I guess, for you to enjoy them. Okay, so it's kind of like shifting your focus from one thing to the next. It's shifting your focus from attaching to one version of abundance into all different kinds of abundance. These pentacles are coming to you in so many different areas in your life, and that's why it's presenting so many times over. You have this divine ability to flow in between different mediums of abundance. The detachment is what creates your oppression, or the lack thereof of detachment is what creates your mind's oppression. It's kind of like you are your own worst enemy vibe, if you know what I mean. You're kind of sitting in a moment where your mind is what's getting in the way. Your own inner dialogue is what's kind of weighing you down, or feeling like you can't connect to manifesting your dreams, or getting everything you receive, or feeling this abundance that is so currently present in your life. When we were reading the water spirit card, it was talking about living your life as if all of your dreams are already true. So it's like embodying exactly who it is that you want to be, exactly the life that you want to live. Treating yourself as if it is already true, and respecting yourself as if you are the version of yourself that you're trying to get to, okay? Whether it's healed, whether it's abundant, whether it's a magician, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, living today as if it's already true, and with detachment, so that it can come in any form. And it can even come, it's almost like your mind, your soul is telling you that you are manifesting this specific thing, but out here all of these things are trying to come into your life, and it's getting blocked by this wall, because you're like, no, this is the one thing I want. So all of these other things are kind of like washing over you, or washing past you, when your soul is trying to bring you out of this, and let go of that confinement with detachment. You're coming out of that oppressive mind state and being open, and you're now kind of like this. And when it washes over you, you feel every single part of it. You get to experience every single form of abundance that is trying to come into your life. Your light is all that you really focus on. No matter what, you are here and you're manifesting your light. You respect your light. You have boundaries regarding your light. And so when water spirit flows into your life, when divinity flows into your life, your light is still grounded, but you still get to exist within all of those abundant environment changes. Over here with the 9 of Wands, we see a woman contemplating her abilities, contemplating her divinity, but she also stands tall. She has a wand within her hand, so it's kind of like you respecting the power that you do have. Again, like we've been saying from the very beginning, you respecting your ability to manifest, you respecting your ability to find resources necessary to experience joy. It's like, if you got everything that you were trying to manifest right now, how would you feel? How would your life be different? How would you live differently? Would you live differently? Would you be satisfied? Would you be content? And it's like, can you reach contentment? Can you reach satisfaction? Can you reach joy right now in this moment? Because you know that if there's something that you are wanting that is not in your present environment, you know that because you desire it, it belongs to you in the future. Your heart hopes for you to get there quicker, but your mind is telling you that you're here now for a reason. You have one more lesson to learn before that future self can be your current reality. So focus on where you are now. Focus on the lessons that are present for you. Focus on the abundance of resources. You could have an abundance of lessons. You could have an abundance of divinity, an abundance of patience, an abundance of healing and learning and perspective that helps you realize all of the different ways that abundance and manifesting dreams comes into your life. Think about your past self, and think about the things that you used to desire when you were younger. Give yourself 5 or 10 years and think about the things that yourself back then spent their days dreaming about, or wishing about, the Pinterest boards that they created, the things that they were thinking about in the future. This is what I'm going to do, and see how their manifestations are currently present within your life. That can kind of offer some perspective of gratitude, because at one point you dreamed of the life that is present for you at this moment. And while it's a really good thing to desire more and dream for more, it's also incredibly beneficial to have a detachment of either side and be able to be present in the moment. You are currently here. You are currently experiencing the abundance of your previous desires. While your desires now are fueling your future, you should also have space to have that balance between desire and gratitude. You are fulfilled. You are full to the top. You are flowing, overflowing is what I'm hearing, with divine abundance, and freeing your mind from this oppression that you don't have enough or you need something else to feel satisfied. It's like your mind has almost kind of been tricked into thinking that overproductivity, being busy all the time, is how you measure your value. Unlearning whatever mind state that keeps you from enjoying your current reality is what's going to, again, make all of this feel so much more vibrant and so much more real to you. And you get to find celebration in your current reality. You can contemplate all you want to. You can do the self-work that makes you better, but also having an abundance of emotion, having an abundance of passion, having an abundance of sensitivity. When you have those, whatever it is in you that you reject almost, or that you kind of use to tell yourself, oh, I'm not there yet, I'm not the most perfect version of me yet, that kind of highlights what parts of you need more appreciation. Because when you reject them or don't appreciate them, they come out in like solar flares. You have like an anger outburst, or you feel really jealous for some reason and you don't know why. You don't want to feel judgmental, but it's there, and it's like this inner voice that is like trying to speak over you because it's not being acknowledged. Your emotions are trying to highlight something for you so that you can learn what perspective is needed, again, for these future desires to be currently present. I'm really excited for you, pile number one, because your spirit, your soul, is saying that the medicine it needs is this detachment from the oppression of whatever experience has molded your mind into thinking you must be abundant in one currency. Abundance is reaching you in so many different currencies that it's no longer serving you to only value exactly what you've been told up until now. It's time for you to create your reality. It's time for you to create exactly what you want to receive in this life, whether it be love or passion or desire or insight. Maybe insight. I was hearing inspiration. There's just so many things that are coming to you, and it's like they're kind of being overlooked because it's not this one version of abundance that you've always kind of valued a little bit higher. And it's not exactly your fault, it's just your responsibility to come back down to what it is that you actually value. You are rediscovering your light. Let me read this one for you guys. What's your light say? 51. Let's see. It says, little light or wildfire, your light is your way to navigate the world around you. We each bring a new perspective into this life. Your light illuminates in a particular way that is unique to you. Remember that it is there for you in the gloomiest nights. Your flame can at least help you find the next door, the next step, or thaw your hands touched by the coldness of the frigid winter air. Right. Okay, so we're kind of coming back to the self. Manifesting your dreams relies heavily on you having internally rooted intentions. You are based in the self and no one else. You are detached from the world and what it's told you to value, and you are rooted in the self, in the higher self, in the future self, in the past self, in the child self. Everything is about you, and it's not selfish. It's not a selfish mindset. We hear this and we start to think, oh no, I need to care for others. You caring for yourself is caring for others, right? It's like that people-pleasing mentality that some people get locked into, is that once I care for everyone else, then I can come over here and I can relax and care for myself. But it's actually different. Once you care for yourself, you can inherently care for others, and you can teach other people their responsibility and their own light and their own power that they have to free themselves from their oppression. Everyone else is not your responsibility. Your light is what needs to be focused on, and that's exactly what your soul is saying, to take from this spiritual pharmacy the ability to focus on your own light. That is the medicine that your soul wishes to receive, and you will see abundance pokes up in so many different ways in your life that it will be undeniable. You'll look back to this point and say, wow, I was really overlooking so many beautiful things, so many abundances that I really just didn't even realize the depth of, the depth of the water spirit, just because this world told me to value one thing, and that is monetary value, or what you can bring to everyone else, and it keeps you distracted from discovering your own light and influencing your reality to provide those dreams that you are manifesting. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much for being here and listening to this message. If you're interested, I will have a list of affirmations pertaining to your pile, so go to the description box below and you'll find affirmations. Pick pile number 1. That's your list. You can use it however you like. You can download it from Pinterest. Also, if you think about it, could you please like the video and or subscribe to my channel? I would appreciate it very much. In the meantime though, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I love you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. You picked the Mystic Meadow with Sanctuary. So I'm going to read this out of the book first to see what it is what medicine your soul is calling on. We've got number 26. Let's see. So it says, this card appears as a reminder to replenish your inner resources. It's time to renew your energy and make tending to your own needs a priority. Practice extreme self-care. Protect yourself from less than positive influences in your life. The message here is to take shelter, retreat into your home, or spend time in places and with people where you feel at home. Mend physical objects, organize your possessions, and heal relationships. There is the possibility of a huge spurt of energy in the future, but unless you take this time to create foundations and nourish yourself, you might be overwhelmed by it all and miss the opportunities available to you later. Okay, so pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Your soul is saying that the medicine that it needs is a sanctuary. It needs space to come home to the self and feel safe again and feel empowered again. We see a fox, a bear, and a rabbit with some fancy clothes on, but either way, they're all sort of highlighting the same thing, is getting back to your intentions, getting back to your soul purpose, your soul self. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you now so we can see what else your soul is wanting to highlight on. What medicine does pile 2 need? Thank you. Let's get one more. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. We have spirits to guide you, right? Okay. We have guidance. Wow. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Okay, so that's 2 messages about your foundations, and that's 2 messages about guidance, spirit being here to guide you. And we also have humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Okay, so having the humility to even ask for assistance. This is really exciting for you, pile number 2, because it means that you are kind of doing like a total makeover on your mental space. Your soul is trying to ask for the medicine that it needs, and it needs to be connected to guidance. Whether you are a spiritual person or a religious person, whatever it means to you in connecting to the universe, connecting to this guidance, and opening your ears, giving yourself the safe space to be able to listen and receive guidance, receive those messages. The spirits are here. They want to guide you. They want to be present in your life. They just also need the space to be able to speak to you. So maybe this could be altar work, this could be buying your own oracle deck and receiving guidance, however it is that you think it would be easier for you to start this relationship and start this reciprocal back and forth with your guides. I think it's going to be very beneficial. Either way, your soul is going to be receiving so much healing energy by you starting this relationship with spirit, and knowing and even validating the fact that you are connected to divinity. It's easy for us to kind of contemplate spirituality and divinity, but to build a foundation in it and to be rooted in it and to believe it wholeheartedly is something that will serve you in a way that contemplation never will. You know, you can think about it all you want, you can mull it over and do research, but until you internalize it, until you feel it in your heart and your mind and connect to your spirit and start to exercise this, it's like giving yourself into the spiritual side of life. It can be hard to start if you don't have a lot of history with it, or if you don't have like a family who's taught you how. But once you start this road, you start this journey, the guidance comes. You don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to fear it anymore, what it could possibly be. You also have a lot of animal guardians, so guidance could be coming to you through animals who are present in your life. For tarot cards, we have 5 of Wands. Whoops. We have movement. We have justice, right? And we have beginnings. I can't help but like do a little giddy smile for you guys, because this is just, I'm so excited. So with 5 of Wands over here, we're seeing again, like, to support the sanctuary idea of you finding your tribe. And this could be some mental sanctuary, this could be a physical sanctuary. I feel like you'll know the difference where or who is involved in this sanctuary, but you find a safe space to unmask and to exist freely and to be able to sit with the harder questions and hold yourself to the fire. You hold yourself to the fire of magic to be able to burn away what it is that doesn't belong to you and really get down to the core of who you are and what it is you'd like to do with your life and with your time and feel. You have forward movement, well, just movement, but forward movement, supporting the spirit guides to guide you. Movement is highlighting for you the ability to move forward. Again, over here you have sort of this cleansing, and you might want to listen to pile number 3 with purification. That's totally up to you, but starting over here with building your sanctuary, you have this cleansing of the parts of you that don't belong to you in the first place. So I'm talking about limiting beliefs, I'm talking about ideas or mentalities or negative self-talk, judgments, standards, aesthetics, whatever it is that you kind of have been subscribing to, but only because it's been trained into you. Like, you don't actually value those things at your core, you just kind of done it out of habit for however long. And with this cleansing, you're getting rid of those things and you're finding at the core of yourself what it is you value, which I'm getting a very strong relationship to nature and to animals, and finding the purpose behind animals, the purpose behind nature, and connecting more with energies that support you and energies that make you feel good and fulfilled, and even energies that feel like they offer some sort of guidance. You know, when you look at butterflies, do they tell you something about yourself? When you contemplate nature, do you learn more about yourself? So with this movement, you're sort of moving forward. You're like, this is a journey that you're on, and you're learning more as you purify or as you cleanse away the things that haven't belonged to you. You learn more not only about yourself, but your purpose, your reasoning behind life. You're spiritually connected, you're spiritually rooted in this life. I'm just excited for you, because this is such a wonderful journey to go on, and it's so heavily supported, and it seems like you are the type of person who's ready for this kind of adventure. You want to go and delve into these things, and so with that want, it's not always a bright and cheery experience. Sometimes you have to face hard parts of yourself. Sometimes you have to face the fact that there are parts of yourself that you really considered to be you, but really they belong to others, like anger or resentment or, the fiery blaze behind proving yourself to others. Or it's kind of like bringing in this emotional maturity of you are foundationally supported by yourself and by spirit, so everyone else can kind of just fall away. And that calls on a lot of cleansing to be brought into your life, relationships wise, career wise. I mean, it's going to permeate. It's literally going to permeate every single corner of your life when you start to have this perspective that is guided by spirit. And you could very much already be there. You could very much already be a very spiritual person who is open to receiving guidance. But it's like the message right now is that you are leveling up. You're getting to the next level, or maybe you're going deeper. You're finding this next level connection to what you've already sort of gotten a taste of, that healing, that soul level healing. You also find justice, which I think is amazing, because again, when you start to discover the pieces of yourself that didn't really belong to you and you start cleansing yourself of those things, your inner child starts to hold a lot of resentment towards the people who locked you in this sort of mental prison. And while that is valid, it's just one of the stages of grief. You have to grieve the years that were lost to fulfilling other people's standards. You have to grieve the parts of yourself that were lost for so long. But the good thing is that justice serves, and you're able to bring every single piece of you back. Your inner child is very present right now. You're able to bring every single piece of your inner child back, and it's like your present self is a full manifestation of your child self being completely supported and completely rooted in divine guidance, which is an amazing thing again to unlock, not only mentally but physically. Your relationship with your body, your relationship with your surroundings, everything is sort of shifting in a way that supports your mentality, your mental space, with humility. Of course, you have the humility to face the parts of you that you don't really want to hold on to. You don't know why they're there. It's not your fault. It's just your responsibility. That's the second time I've said that today. So I guess that's kind of the message right now, is that no matter what you're cleansing, there's an amount of self-forgiveness and humility to give yourself space to say, I made those decisions at that time with the information I had, and now because I have so much more information available, I'm making new choices. And that person back here is still valid. They're still healing. They're reaching justice. They're reaching forward movement. And for that alone, they deserve my utmost respect and my utmost support is the word I was thinking. And then, of course, over here we have beginnings, especially with humility. With humility, and you're able to detach from your, what you've built up so far. You have this beginning of, once again, I'm hearing like you're starting over when you build your foundations. You're starting completely over, and you're building exactly what it is that you want to build. If your inner child was in the driver's seat of your life, where would they take you? You get to begin there. Basically, you get to begin there with this guidance, and everything that you're building is going to be supported by these spirits that are here to help lead you towards the most healed version of you. You're no longer making decisions out of hurt or distrust. I'm going to pull a few more. Yep, see, we have 10 of Swords, and we have the 7 of Cups. So with the 10 of Swords, we see that your previous experiences are so interwoven that it feels like it's impenetrable. It feels like there's going to be days where this healing feels impossible, or it just feels like you don't want to. It's too hard. Breaking generational curses is extremely tough, but recognizing that it's just woven into it. So once you start pulling the first string, the rest of it sort of starts to crumble. You just have to be able to intentionally be there for yourself when it all starts to unravel, and be open to understanding what it is you're seeing underneath. When you get rid of certain parts of yourself, or what you've deemed parts of yourself, Sometimes it can be scary, but once again, you have to remind yourself that you're unraveling these things so that you can get back to the core. And you can keep certain swords, you can keep certain things about yourself. You don't have to get rid of everything. You know who you are. You're not starting over completely, but you're finding this beginning, this new relationship with who you are. How you can look back and see the different ways in which you manifested in these experiences and relationships, and you can see how your inner child was there the entire time, and they showed up countless times in different manifestations in different ways, and now you get to find justice for them and let them exist freely without this sort of cage wrapped around them. And then again, even more encouragingly, you've got the Seven of Cups. So you have this sort of so really what I'm hearing is that you are able to remember parts of your childhood, parts of your life that help you contemplate why you are getting rid, why you are purifying, why you're cleansing yourself. You see that your relationship with yourself was actually given to you by the adults in your life and is not based in your own experience or relationship to life, okay? Your relationship to sexuality and even maybe gender identity or sexual orientation, you're able to explore these different realms of the self. What do you value? What do you think abundance, royal abundance truly is? Is it coins or is it lush trees? It could be anything you want it to be. It doesn't have to be what we're always told. And there's also some mystery here, some spiritual mystery here at the top that you will be discovering in your own life as you go through these different realms and you consider these different aspects of yourself. You're gonna find this whole realm up here that has been kind of waiting for its time to present itself. So out of the spiritual pharmacy, your soul is taking the medicine of sanctuary and self-respect and connection to your spirit guides, your ability to listen and your ability to explore and be rooted intentionally in spiritual exploration rather than ego or whatever you were previously rooted in. You're able to again take each of these swords out sort of like a Jenga tower because they didn't belong to you in the first place. It's like your hands have been so full carrying all of these swords that now when you toss them away, when you cleanse yourself or purify yourself within your sanctuary, you have open hands and you're able to now go into each of these realms and find so like we see the hands here. The hands are reaching out for guidance. You have hands here that are praying. Your hands are free to do whatever they want. Your hands are free to be intentional now. Your hands are free to bring healing and guidance, and you're able to sort of wrap them around yourself and offer yourself the love and support that you've kind of been denied because again your hands have been so full. So telling yourself that you're not good enough or telling yourself to value yourself less than something else, you no longer have to spend your time in that mental space because your hands are free. You're getting rid of the swords that place that mentality in your environment in the first place. So you're finding total mental healing, which is incredible. Again, the Five of Wands, the movement, the justice, the beginnings, the Seven of Cups, the guidance, the humility, the sanctuary. I mean, every single card on here is telling you how supported you are to follow this path, to go down this path and find justice for your inner self. Find justice. And again, it's almost every card where you are supported by some element of nature, some element of animal kingdom. There's the snake over here. There's just going to be a lot of new way. It's like you're unlocking this new, it's like you get a new phone, and the phone is made specifically for making spiritual calls, and the phone tells you to pick up when you see an owl or when you see a butterfly. It's like you're receiving, it's like you unlock this clairvoyant knowing. You just kind of get it. You kind of understand, oh, that's one of my swords. I'm going to work on unlearning that and removing that from my life so that I can get closer to my cups and what my cups are trying to provide for me. You have this sort of hawkeye view. You're able to see it from above and see what part of life is presenting itself right now. So I'm really, really happy for you, pile number 2. I'm really, really proud of you. I think I'm going to leave it at that for you guys. And if you're interested, I will have a list of affirmations in the description box below. Just go to where it says affirmations, pile number 2. That'll be the one for you. But yeah, other than that, if you could like the video and or subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it more than you know. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. You're going to be doing so many incredible things soon. I'm very excited for you. I'll see you later. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You picked the Pine Spirit. I think I might have said Pure Spirit before. It's definitely Pine Spirit with purification. And I'm going to read that out of the book, if I can remember where I put it. Okay, number 30. Let's see. Okay, Pine Spirit. Your energy field is being cleansed of all that it doesn't need. Traditionally, pine branches have been used in cleansing ceremonies because ancient people revered their purifying qualities. The essential oil of pine is antibacterial and antiseptic as well, which is useful for protecting people from harmful bacteria. This card's appearance is a message to release what doesn't serve, support, or empower you. Let go of anything that feels dull and murky in your life. Cleanse your body and your environment by doing cleaning, space clearing, and clutter clearing. When your auric field is cluttered and your energy is dingy, you can't see the world clearly and will have trouble hearing the messages from spirit. Very interesting. Okay, so when we're considering the spiritual pharmacy and the medicine that your soul needs, it's a purification of your environment, physically, in your physical environment, as well as your spiritual and emotional and mental environment as well. It seems like there is some sort of harmful bacteria. It could just be a negative dialogue. It could be limiting beliefs. There's something that's present in your life that needs to be cleansed of so that you can live your most healed, healthy version of yourself. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards to see what else we have. What medicine? Thank you. Pile number 3. What medicine does pile number 3 need? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so first we have the Heart Eater. Okay, and I'm going to read this one from the book as well, just because I love this deck and I love the things that she has to say, but we'll see. Number 13. Says, yikes, I know we can't be too excited about running into this character, but it's possible that this heart eater is misunderstood. She is not here to eat your heart. She eats her own. In a fit, she knows not what she does. She gets in such a state of uncomfortable feelings and confusion that she destroys her own heart. Let's take a moment to learn a lesson from her. She was so overwhelmed by her feelings of anxiety, discomfort, loneliness, and undirected energy that she turned her rage on herself. Let us all be nice to ourselves and our hearts when we are feeling like our emotions are caving in on us. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with the oracle cards before I go into your reading. But right action, it says, aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Whew. Okay, so we have a lot about letting go and a lot about letting it flow, letting things come into our life. We have sanctity. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. Okay. So it's kind of like offering the clutter. It's like if you go through your house and you pick up all the things that don't mean anything to you anymore, you like have a trash bag and you go and donate it to Goodwill or something. You can offer it. You can, that parting of that physical clutter could be an offering to spirit, saying, okay, I'm ready for the free space in my life to be filled by spirit. Very interesting. So pile number 3, the medicine that your soul needs is a purification of heart. it seems like your emotions, you're a very passionate person, you're a very emotional or even sensitive person, which I'm going to tell you right away is your superpower. It's a wonderful thing that you feel so deeply. It's what you do with that ability that is going to sort of direct your life and direct your power. That's why purifying right now is so important, because if you have awareness of this power and this deep sensitivity, but you have clutter in your spiritual space, in your mental space, then you're going to be directing that power towards things that don't serve you. When you clear out that area and you allow only support and only love and only right action, you allow only the things that are here to serve you in your mental space, all of that power, those things you feel so deeply, can serve you instead of overwhelm you. You can respect your heart, you can hold your heart and love it and heal it, rather than deny it or feel like it makes you weak. This is a really powerful message. I'm going to shuffle this and then we'll pull some tarot cards to see if we can get some more information. Let's see, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Princess of Pentacles, the Princess of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. I'm going to pull 2 more. We have Temptation and the 5 of Swords. Yep, okay. Sorry, I keep hitting the plant. Sorry, buddy. Okay. So I was very much right that you are a very powerful person. You're a very passionate person. With the Princess of Wands, we see you wield the wand. You have, whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously, the ability to feel so deeply and so sensitively, you wield it towards what you care about. Sometimes, again, it kind of comes out in this overwhelming manner because you haven't really, it's like you're attached to the things that you love and the things that you want to see so tightly. You're holding it so tightly that it's not really supporting you or serving you. But the good thing is that, again, once you're aware of the clutter that is present, once you're aware that there is something to be cleansed, this relationship with your power needs to be cleansed, you're able to sort of impart this new sense of responsibility, this new sense of, it's kind of, for some reason I'm hearing the Spider-Man quote that says, with great power comes great responsibility. It's almost like no one really taught you how to be responsible with your power. They just always said you were doing too much, you were crying too much, you're just intolerable, and so you've kind of adopted that mentality with your own self, and it hasn't served you up until now. And so that's why your soul is here trying to tell you that the medicine that it needs is this purification so that you can reap these benefits. And before I get into the benefits, I want to again highlight over here with temptation. We see this huge wave and we see a woman inside. It's like you've kind of been drowned out by your emotions because, again, you've never really understood how to let them serve you, how to let them carry you instead of just wash over you. And so, like, the temptation that you might be facing is the temptation to give into those emotions that make you feel so overwhelmed, or even crazy is the word I'm hearing. First of all, you're not crazy, but you do have the power to heal those emotions and to feel them in a way that will serve you. So it's like finding a way to express the depths of your heart in a way that's not going to feed into the negativity that made you feel so strongly in the first place. So when you, for example, if you have someone in your life who is frustrating you and you want them to understand that they are frustrating you, going and pouring all of your emotions that they've never appreciated in the first place onto them is not going to serve you. But creating a boundary and then going into your sanctuary, your own space where you've created, going into your own space and creating something with this deeply passionate feeling. If you start to write, if you start to paint, if you start to create in some sort of medium, it could just be meditation and transmutation. You doing something with that energy that is serving you is what's creating this sort of medicinal addition to your life and to your soul. You're always going to feel very passionately, you're always going to feel very strongly, but it's about being mature with those feelings and those strong indications of heart, what you do with them, instead of just handing them over to people who won't appreciate them anyways. So the benefits down here, the 10 of Pentacles is saying again, you are very, very abundant. You might not like to hear this, but you're abundant with emotion, you're abundant with passion, you're abundant with sensitivity, which means, goodness, I can't get my words out, which means since you are so abundantly sensitive, that when you're able to sort of sit and wield your sensitivity in a way that serves you, your sensitivity can serve as sort of like a radio frequency, and you're not only able to send messages out and kind of control your environment, you're able to wield where the wave goes, but you're also able to receive more because you're so sensitive. You can pick up on so much more from the universe. You can receive information from your atmosphere because you are sensitive, and because you learn how to be responsible for your environment, you're able to receive more. You will be abundant in more guidance, and you'll be able to be led towards a physical manifestation of your abundance, which is confirmed over here, by the way. But also with the Princess of Pentacles and the Princess of Wands, we see sort of a self-mastery being highlighted. In all of these cards, well, except for this one right here, but we see a single figure, a single figure, a single figure, yeah. Over here too in the wave, you see sort of the self-mastery when you sit down and contemplate why you feel so strongly, what you want to do with those strong feelings, and how you would like to be more intentional about letting your strong feelings serve you rather than overwhelm you and get you into situations or feel washed out or burnt out. Again, a good cry can serve anyone, but giving yourself emotionally to people who will just take your heart and eat it is never going to make you feel more fulfilled at the end of it. But we see a lot of creativity, so I feel like I am talking to artists right now. So if you're able to go through something and then come back home to the self and come back and create what you're feeling, you're able to then of course communicate with other people who are experiencing the same thing as you. It's like this purification of spirit. You're able to reach out again with that sensitive communication. You're able to ripple out into the universe and communicate to the other people who are also healing from this mismanagement of emotions, because again, your caretakers or providers did not provide you with the ability to manage, or even, I hate the word manage, but they didn't give you the ability to respect your sensitivity. It was always just an issue for them. So they denied it, or they minimized it, or they told you that you were just a crybaby, or you wore your heart on your sleeve, etc., etc. I can relate so much to you guys. I feel like this would be the pile I would choose because I'm relating so heavily. But the point is that your emotions can serve you and can get to a place where they're not always feeling like they're taking something away from you or making you feel like you're less than because someone else has the ability to be stonewalled or straight-faced. I promise you, it's better to be the person who feels more deeply than the person who's cut off from their emotional self. But along with the benefits of doing this self-mastery, we see this celebration, and you might be finding a partner, you might be finding a friendship, but also the root of this card right here is you are learning to co-create with your environment. You're learning to co-create with the universe, with spirit. You have all of this self-mastery just to be able to when you respect yourself, your relationships reflect that about you. When you don't feed into negativity and you only feed into it's not like the toxic positivity, but it's more of, does this serve me? Do I want to continue engaging? Yes or no? It's like you're able to check yourself so that you only find yourself in situations and relationships that really fulfill you and make you feel like you are the queen of the world and you are so fulfilled by them. Over here, the Five of Swords again is kind of just telling you and highlighting again for you that some of your swords you're going to want to keep. Some of your swords, some of the things, the hills you want to die on, that's your right. You know, there's always going to be something that you feel passionately about and you feel the need to speak up for. But there are many swords as well that you've been speaking on or engaging with that haven't been serving you and haven't really been helpful either way, even if you do speak on how passionately you feel. So the Five of Swords is kind of giving you the ability to have discernment and know where it is you would like to spend your energy and where it is you can retain your energy and let that person or that situation fizzle out the way it wants to, because it's not your responsibility. We have a very heavy highlight on responsibility, getting clear about what is your responsibility. Your main responsibility right now is to purify your mental space, your physical space, so that you can feel, you can know exactly when these emotions come up. Okay, I'm feeling very strongly and I'm gonna need to set a boundary here, rather than it just being a straight to the point, I'm overwhelmed, I'm crying, I'm hysterical, you know. It's like you have that process instead of this overwhelming drowning. That's really all that I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. The medicine that your spirit is taking from the spiritual pharmacy is the ability to find discernment and the ability to purify what it is that doesn't serve you or doesn't belong to you, so that you can hold your heart out of love and respect. Again, this says, let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. It's kind of telling you, don't hold on so tightly to the things that don't wish to be in your life. There could be, I'm hearing relationships. It could be a relationship with a thing or a habit or an action that is not serving you, and you know that it kind of leaves you drained at the end of the day. It might be time to let it go, or even just take a break and see how you feel in the absence of that thing. Try it out before you deem yourself, you know, stripped of it or free of it. So anyways, that's all I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. I will have a list of affirmations for your pile in the description box below. Just go to where it says affirmations and then pick pile number 3. You can download the image from Pinterest and use it however you'd like. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind liking the video or subscribing to my channel, that would be amazing. I would appreciate that so much. And I hope you have a wonderful, relaxing rest of your day. I'll see you later.